Good morning, guys. I'm going to make this one short and sweet, but I got a lot to vent about. I got a few positives about last night's Smackdown, but most of this is just terrible. I fell asleep. I didn't make it all the way through. I literally fell asleep during the LA Knight match. Fell asleep. I thought I was going to be out before then. Last night's show was terrible. There was one positive. 1.5. Kevin Owens is the only thing worth watching on that show. That's it. He had me laughing hysterically. Doing his whole thing with Matthew McConaughey, I thought was hilarious. It's the only thing that had me going last night. And that was only a couple of minutes of 3 hours. Why are we doing 3 hours? It's 3 hours. It's almost 3 hours of garbage. Why are we doing this? I don't understand what we're doing. I don't understand Saturday Night Live main event is tonight. I get it. Saturday Night main event is tonight. I get it. And y'all like to save crap for the bigger shows. Tonight's going to suck too. There's nothing incredible happening tonight. Why does WWE go on these stupid cruise control formats? They just kind of put things in cruise control when we're so close to a PLE. No, the PLEs ain't been that great either. Now, I do expect Royal Rumble to be somewhat decent. But, like, it ain't, dude, again, I'm going to keep going back to this. I got drawn into this. So I'm hitting my year anniversary back in WWE, watching every single show a year this coming weekend. And I'm starting to understand now and remember why I left to begin with. And then again, that was Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon started to fall off when I stopped watching it. Okay, because his way of doing things really started going downhill after Attitude Era, okay? And it was going to. All right, and then I've done all my research, and I've watched video after video after video and read article after article after article about what happened while I wasn't watching. So I've been educated, okay? And I've got kids that are in their 20s that kind of school me on certain feuds and storylines and stuff like that. Okay, cool. But this is high guard. Last night's SmackDown was a snooze fest, dude. I literally fell asleep well before the main event. I had to go back and rewatch it this morning. Not impressed. I didn't miss anything. I could have not gone back and done that. I feel like I wasted time in my life. This is stupid. This is not good. This is not good TV. It's not good television. It sucks. Like, what are we doing? You have talented folks on your roster, okay? You've got your workhorses. You got your ones that don't show up. That just, anybody who's got a belt doesn't show up. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Tiffany Stratton, which really upsets me because she's actually a pretty good talent. She's a really good wrestler. She's okay on the mic, not great, but whatever. I feel like they could do way more than her. And then I knew the minute they gave her the title, we were never going to see her. They already started going downhill with her before they gave her the belt. Last night, Rhea Ripley just kind of drives me crazy. I can't stand her. Like, I don't like her character at all. She's boring. The whole women's thing last night, it was stupid. I don't know why all of a sudden, it's not just them, the guys too, like, what are they announcing that they're going to the Royal Rumble? Like, you're already in it. Like, why are we having to announce that I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble? Like, there's 30 people in the Royal Rumble. You're probably going to be in it if you're anybody. Why are we having to announce it? Just because it's TV time? Boring? Who cares? Who cares? I have no idea. Now they've got Damian Priest is on SmackDown. Okay, I can't wait to see what happens here. Which I guess is what he had to do because he was done on a Raw anyway. There was nothing left for him there anyway, and he kept having to go battle with the Judgment Day, which we were all getting tired of. So he moves over to SmackDown. We're going to see what's happening with there. See, my thing is like with Carmelo Hayes. I'll talk about him for a minute. I have high hopes on him. I do think he's going to be decent. He's pretty good on the mic. He's an excellent wrestler. He's got tremendous talent, Carmelo Hayes. I could see me being a fan of his down the road. I'm already starting to lean towards him now. I do think I have faith in him being the future of this company. I do. I think he's going to be involved. The half of I said there was 1.5 good things to talk about. Kevin Owens is number one. The other was I do think that Fatu forgot some of his lines last night as it was cutting to him in the back. But I did think that was a good segment. I like that pairing, Fatu and Tama, doing their thing. I like them together. It is sort of a where's Solo? I said that yesterday. Like, I don't know where Solo's at. I don't know that's going to be again. That's the only thing going on. Is intriguing because Solo's not there. Roman's not there. Like, what the hell's happening? What are we doing? There's no story. There's no story in all of wrestling. There's not a single story. All they want to talk about is Cody and Kevin. Okay, cool. It's not intriguing. It's boring. It's boring. Monday Night Raw was pretty good. I came on here and I said it. Monday Night Raw was a dang good show. I'm not going to lie. I went to bed that night with a smile on my face. I was like, all right, man, they put out a pretty good show. And then they turn around and put out this absolute trash Friday night. Last night was awful. And I understand it's the night before Saturday Night Main Event. But again, Saturday Night Main Event, it's not going to be a good show tonight. Like, if I miss it, it's okay. It's whatever. I'm not going to miss anything. I could care less. Nothing's going to happen tonight worth anything. All these matches were thrown together, so I don't care. And I don't really care about the Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, Shawn Michaels scene tonight. I could care less. Was something going to happen? Sure. Probably boring. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have no faith in what's happening right now in WWE. None. Triple H or Paul Levesque's hand in this is just all over. Dude, okay, and my kids will hate when I say this, but like, because they love Triple H. And it's not like I'm not anti-Triple H. I'm just do it right. Do it right. I mean, dang, dude, do you know what you have in your hands right now? It's incredible. And you're at home sleeping on it. You have it. You have so much going on, and you're not doing anything with it, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And people like me, there's a lot of you out there that are passionate. We love wrestling. We love watching our show. We love keeping up with people. We love the storylines. We love watching this happen. And it's like the people that are in charge just don't care. They just don't care. You could do so much more with this. But they don't. They don't care. But you know why they don't care? Because they're making all this money. Money's rolling in like never before. That's facts. The money's rolling in. There's no competition at all. They do what they want to do, and the money just keeps rolling in. All these ads, the ring's got sponsors on it now. I mean, they're making all kinds of money. Wrestlers are getting paid like never before, and they work less. Most of them do. You got your grinders, your hardcore worker every day, folks. Nia Jax is there all the time wrestling. Carmelo Hayes wrestles every week. I mean, you got your workhorses. You've got these. There's a few tag teams that wrestle every single week. I'm not a big fan of Motor City Machine Bums. Not a real big fan of theirs. I think it's just weird. But they're there every week wrestling. DIY, don't like them either, but they're there every single week. Pretty Deadly actually had that's the best match I've ever seen them have. I'm not really a big fan of theirs, but that match last night, that match was pretty decent. I feel like I didn't really care for the way it ended, but Pretty Deadly did great last night. That was the best match I've ever seen. I've never seen them win. Like, I don't ever recall them ever winning. Like, for real, for real. Again, it was a trash match, like a trash whatever, but because it didn't have any meaning to it. But that was a decent match. That was a positive from last night. So okay, I'll give it a little bit. But look, I'm fair. I give props where it's due. But I'm gonna trash it. I'm telling you right now, dude. I haven't fallen asleep. Like I've come close a few times, but fall asleep during the show. And I didn't do anything yesterday to make me exhausted. This is the fact that it's a 3-hour show, and these 3-hour shows are stupid. It's dumb. If you don't have enough content for 3 hours, then don't do 3 hours. You obviously don't have enough content, good, solid content for 3 hours. You don't. So what are you doing? It's like me just sitting here looking at you for 12 minutes and not saying a dang thing. But you tuned in. See what I'm saying? It's stupid. You don't have enough content for 3 hours. Why are you you're force feeding us trash for an extra hour? I don't get it. I don't understand what you're doing. Stop. Get it together. We're going into WrestleMania season, and you got nothing. I say this every single time. You have so much in your hands to play with, and you just refuse to look at it because you're too busy collecting money. You're too busy cashing in. You're not selling anything. You're ruining the product. I'm sticking around because I'm hopeful that this will change. I'm hopeful. Because, they were saying all this last time during WrestleMania. Triple H is listening to people. He's listening to the fans. Yeah, of course he was. That's why what happened. They didn't write anything into this. They didn't come up with anything spectacular. No. They started listening to us and just let it play out. And then they just stopped. They got their money. They got what they wanted. They got their reviews. They got all that crap for WrestleMania, and then just done. And here we sit almost a year later, and there's nothing. This whole 2024 and going into 2025 has been absolute hot garbage. There's been no major storylines. There's been nothing. The Bloodline, which was your number one seller, which was your number one dog, has gone completely downhill since WrestleMania. Why? Roman Reigns hasn't been around. You put Solo in that position, and that was the great value tribal chief. We all know it. You had no story lined up for Cody once he won the title. His reign has been the all-time ultimate worst title run I've ever seen in my life. He's not a good champion. He's not. You got a jobber as a world champion. That's what he is. He can't cut promos, and his wrestling is mid. That's your world champion. That's your savior of the year. That's your guy holding the company on his back for the last year. Please, give me a break. It's garbage. It's trash. When you got guys like Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, even though I know he's got a lot of injuries, he always seems to be hurt. So much, man. I'm going to go back. And your younger guys like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes. You've got good guys. You've got good talent, young talent there. Tiffany Stratton. You've got good young talent you can build on and use them. Build something for them. They're not doing any of that. There's no talent about. I don't see any development at all. There's no development being made. And once you're somebody and once you carry a belt, dude, where's Shinsuke? Where's he at? He won the U.S. Championship, disappeared. Just like LA Knight did. Won the belt, disappeared. I ain't never see him. Nakamura. Where's he been? It's awful. I haven't seen the Intercontinental belt in a month. I forgot what it looks like. For what? What are we doing, Paul Levesque? What are we doing? Do something with what you have. You got fans like me begging you. Fix it. Please. We really love this company. We really love wrestling. Fix it. I'm going to get off here. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully tonight's show is decent. I'm praying that it is. I'm going to watch it anyway, and they know it. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday.